back for more of Stinger. We're going to start off with where I left off from, and we're going to finish the game up, because it's actually only got 7 stages. I do remember this game being pretty short, so fortunately, we'll be able to get it done in 2 videos, and I'll never have to play this damn game again. I'm kind of remembering why I hated this game, and, well, shooters as a whole, because after playing this for about 3 hours tonight, I've remembered why I hate the shooter genre, because the difficulty curve is entirely way too steep once you lose your power-ups. I mean, it's beyond playable. It literally has given me a headache. It's just so frustratingly difficult bad after you know, lose your power-ups. It's not even... It goes from, you know, hey, alright, I'm shooting stuff, I'm having fun, to, wow, why does this game exist, and why am I playing it? Alright, so, enough of the ranting. We've got the same amount of weirdness in this level as we did prior levels. There's all sorts of, like, household appliances, I guess, are attacking us. There's some records, well, I guess they're not appliances, but records and coffee pot looking things, and TVs, and I think those are supposed to be steam irons, but telephones. Again, the background is fairly normal, except for the odd black-brownish heads shooting, you know, bolts at us, but other than that, I mean, that's pretty normal. We even find Santa Claus here in the Arctic Circle, or wherever the hell this is. And we rescue his disembodied head for points. And then we get another seizure-inducing screen, and a boss, which I think I actually show him off there briefly this time. Yep, you have to go around him in a circle, and that's about it. Or you can just, you know, have the death lasers and kill him within a matter of seconds. I thought bosses in the game were a little bit more difficult than they turned out to be, but then again, maybe I just never had the awesome power of super lasers all the time, and could just murder everything before it became much of a threat. Again, the stages keep getting more difficult. There's some more oddball stuff in this stage. Volleyballs attacking, there's some evil mushrooms down there below. I have no idea what those are. The difference here now is that the ground enemies, instead of just shooting once, will actually now shoot a second shot. And they usually wait until they're about 7/10 of the way down the screen before they shoot their second shot. And they're down a ways down before you actually notice them start to shoot again. And it's not too terribly difficult. It just adds a little bit more aggravation to the whole dodging everything type of thing, ordeal you've got going on. As it is, the that little odd gremlin head thing that I picked up, I believe is actually the bonus stage object. So if you find those in the regular stage, you get to go to a bonus stage afterwards. Which, unfortunately, does not really do much for you, but it gives you points. I mean, that's important, right? Maybe I should have done the commentary at another point in time, because, quite frankly, I have nothing good to say about this game anymore. It's that stupid shooter junk. Always get me. It'll be the death of me. I know it one of these days. Right, so here we get rid of some mushrooms, and there's a penguin that's been stranded away from the last stage, I guess. So we rescue it for some more points. And we're moving on to the boss, which, again, is some odd, random object. This time it's a boombox, which we shoot in the face a bunch. And I actually almost took a hit from it that time, but in the stupidity of actually showing off the boss, I might have actually died to it. That would have been sad. Now, again, the bonus stage is literally just collecting bells, and while you might think that, you know, oh, hey, if you had lost your power-ups, you could just come into the bonus game and juggle bells and get power-ups back, which would be awesome. Except it doesn't work in this game. You can't juggle any of these bells to get anything. You only can get points out of it, and again, points only give you 1-ups, and 1-ups are entirely worthless in this game. I mean, like I said, once you lose your power-ups, you might as well have, you know, run yourself into the ground a few times, because you're not going to win. Now, I do pause the game briefly because I had a feeling I was going to need to save, make a save state, just in case, and turns out, boy, I was right. These last two stages are by far even more obnoxious than the rest. It's not only the ground enemies are shooting the two shots at you, it's now all the enemies that spawn now have obnoxiously annoying, like, movement patterns. And hey look, we found Dracula there, hiding in the tree. Again, all these enemies are just terribly, terribly annoying. I mean, all of them either come to the screen, shooting a bunch of shots, or they follow after you in some random pattern. Those blue guys are especially terrible if you don't shoot them quick. These guys will come down to exactly your level on the screen, stop and shoot, and these green guys come out from each corner and go directly towards you at that point. Not too terribly difficult on their own, but when you have to deal with a bunch of other different things spawning at the same time, well, it's not quite as fun as a game should be. And honestly, yeah, it's not terribly difficult compared to some of the other shooters I've seen. And well, you know, I honestly might have liked it more if I don't know, I played a little bit more before starting recording. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's something about the game. I think it's the bells. If it was more like a Gradius, and you just pick up little capsules and get your power-ups back and such, it wouldn't be so bad. But you're not going to juggle bells to get your power-ups back once you've lost them at this point. There's no way you can juggle any of this stuff, dodge all the bullets and enemies, and all the stuff on the ground at the same time to recover. I don't know, you can get speed maybe, but even then, speed itself, one speed is not going to help you. I mean, oh. Again, it becomes an exercise in futility, and you will probably get a headache out of it, rather than have fun with the game, which is the point of video games. And I'm starting to realize that this game is probably to blame for my hatred of the whole shooter genre since, you know, I don't know, since I was 7. It's one of those things, you know, you order too many of a milkshake at your favorite restaurant, one time you accidentally throw up because of it, and suddenly you don't want that shake anymore. Food aversion. Except in this case it's genre aversion. Oof. Alright, so we've got another boss coming up, and this time this boss can be a little bit difficult. Even if, well, no, not if you spam shot it from the very beginning, but if you don't have the 3 guys, or the, you know, 2 clones and your death lasers, you're kind of looking at a difficult boss battle. Instead, I just kill him mercilessly and move on to finally finish this game off. Help? Help, says the scientist. Yeah, you can help yourself by build yourself a friggin' scientist-saving robot and get the hell out of there yourself. Alright, so, outside of the music, which is unique and actually pretty interesting, especially even the power-up music, which is different in this stage too, the enemies in this stage are actually the bosses from the previous stages. Or, I guess, kind of representations of them. See, this, I guess, is supposed to be the weird sink boss, I guess? I assume that's what that's supposed to be. There's the sun guy that we just beat. There's the box dude. I don't know what the heck that face thing is, though. Blue box, maybe? And the watermelon. you'll notice there at the beginning that I indeed had a different high score than I did the last stage, and that was because I used the save state from prior, when I, had got to this point before and realized that this is going to suck. So, you know what, I don't really care. I'm just gonna beat this game, get it done with, and move on. It's not supposed to be something that takes me hours and frustrates the crap out of me. It's supposed to be something that, says, hey, I played this game once when I was a kid, and now I'm going to play it again. Except in this case, I'm not going to ever play this game again. Unless somebody, challenges me to a drinking game over it or something, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm not going to play it for fun anymore. Alright, so, we will finally shoot through a bunch of stuff, and we'll move on to the final boss, which actually is a challenging boss, even if you do have death lasers, and, well, I guess if you didn't have so much speed, it might not be so hard, or it might not be so easy, but it is a little bit easier with the higher speed, and we'll see why. Instead of Cloud this time around, it's some kind of weird space guy giving me bells. Which, again, would be great and all if you had any chance whatsoever to juggle those while dodging all that crap. You don't. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is the evil snake dude who will destroy you if you stay still. If you only have the one speed when you get to this point, you are pretty much boned because you cannot turn around fast enough to get away from him. And he will eat you. Thanks, scientist. You could have given me something. I mean, no bags of money or... Yeah. One of the greatest stingers of all time. It's because there's, like, none of us. Nobody wants to be a stinger. It's a freaking terrible job. It's like something Mike Rowe should be doing on, that Discovery Channel show, but instead, he would quit the job halfway through and just give everybody the finger because, these guys designed a game that makes you want to hate yourself. Instead of actually feeling like you've accomplished a job well done, you want to go home and play Russian roulette. Ugh. Yeah, so, like I said, I started this game and saying, hey, these first few stages, this game's kind of fun. Why did I hate this game again? These last stages. That's what did it. I knew it. The end. Oh, thank God. Push start key. What? Okay. Stage 8? I don't remember stage 8. What's going on? No. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. No, we're not doing that.